What's going on there, guys and gals? Welcome back. This is the wicked Kawasaki ZH2. Make sure to go and check out our review of this motorcycle in the top corner there. But in today's video, we're going to discuss whether or not more power on a motorcycle equals more fun. Let's get to it. Alright, now before we get out and ride and discuss whether or not more power equals more fun, make sure to leave us a like, subscribe, and of course drop a comment down below about what you think, what your motorcycle experiences are, and what motorcycles you're looking to get. So for those of you that don't know, the Kawasaki ZH2 is part of their H2 supercharged lineup. So you can see down there they've got the little supercharged logo for the supercharger, and it's just a forced induction motorcycle. They're very few and far between, but this bike certainly lives up to its H2 name. It doesn't have as much power as the Ninja H2 or the track only H2R, but every single time you give that throttle a little bit of a blip, that front wheel just wants to come up every time, which is quite a traditional thing about the H2 lineup. They have wicked amounts of power, and it's just absolutely awesome. But does something like this, can you have more fun on something like this than, say, a 650 parallel twin, for example, or, well, maybe even a naturally aspirated 1 litre motorcycle? Well, we're going to discuss that and a little bit more. But what we'll do, we'll jump on, we'll go out for a ride, and yeah, let's have a little bit of fun on this lovely autumn evening. She is a little bit dirty, the H2. Certainly needs a bit of a clean. So I'm going to start off by saying that I absolutely love this ZH2, and I absolutely love my ZZR 1400. They are such amazing bikes, and it's not just because the stupid amounts of power that they produce. If anything, power is just a single aspect of those motorcycles, and I think if they had less power, they'd still be just as good. I mean, yeah, of course, they'd be losing a little bit of that thrill factor, as you can imagine, but no, I absolutely love them. They're great. And the funny thing is that when I had my CBR 600RR, this was the 2004/2003 model, I absolutely loved that as well. Even though it didn't have anywhere near as much power as either this or the ZZR. I've also done a review of my old CBR. I'll leave it on the top corner there for you to watch after this one. But honestly, I had a load of fun on that bike as well, and it had half the horsepower of the ZZR. So I don't know, it's an interesting question whether or not more power means more fun. And if you're anything like me, then you're always looking for that bump in power, that bump in torque, that little bit extra performance out of a motorcycle, and by extension a car as well. So I like having a lot of power, and I think this will depend person to person on how much power you enjoy, how much power you are comfortable with. But generally, for me, more power does mean more fun, especially because you can imagine being at a standstill. If you travel on the same roads day in, day out, you do a 0 to 60 on your old bike, and then you look to do a 0 to 60 on the same patch of road on a new bike. You're always curious, aren't you, about how much extra power or how much quicker that bike can get to that 60 mile an hour. Now, I'm not talking about speed here. Faster is something completely different. I'm talking about power. So I mean, that 0 to 60 is a great example, because 60 mile an hour, national speed limit in most countries, or 70, perhaps even 80, depending on where you live. So getting from 0 to 60, 0 to 70, and then 0 to 80 are probably the most important metrics when it comes to street performance of a car or motorcycle. And of course, the more power you have, the quicker you're going to get to those speeds. And that's one of the reasons why I absolutely love this ZH2, is it has all that torque right down low, and then you get to that mid-range and it just punches you in the gut. It is so good. I absolutely love the torque curve of this bike. It's completely different to what I've ever had. I suppose it does have a very similar resemblance to the CBR 600RR in the sense that when you got past, say, 11,000 RPM and you hit that power band of the CBR, it just absolutely launches you. And that's the feeling that you get on this bike when you hit that mid-range, except it is significantly more vicious, but it is so much fun. Honestly, it is absolutely brilliant feeling that torque. And that's the thing about super powerful motorcycles. They do have an extra element of fun to them, purely because you've got all of that power on tap. Yeah, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Now I will say though, you can still have fun on a little bike. As I've already explained before on the Ninja 125 videos, my wife's Ninja 125, you can still have fun on a little bike like that, except you're not going to have much power, and when you're trying to go up hills, yeah, the bike's going to struggle. So it really does depend on what you need from a bike. So I suppose to some of you, more power is not going to equal more fun, but it certainly adds an extra element of thrill factor. You know, when, I don't know, you feel loads of torque for the very first time and it's not exciting, it's kind of scary. Well, that's the kind of feeling that I enjoy having, is that ultra power. I love that feeling, and it's something that I can't seem to kick even as I'm getting older. Yeah, so that scary feeling, that stomach sinking feeling that you get when you feel power. And if any of you have been on fast roller coasters before and they just throw you into the ride, you know, what is it, like 0 to 80 in 3 seconds or less, you know, those kinds of rides I absolutely love. I find them just exhilarating, and that's the same experience that you get on these kinds of hyper performance motorcycles. Yeah, it's absolutely wonderful for me. So yes, in my opinion, more power does equal more fun. However, power also comes with risk, added risk, and of course speeding tickets. you drive or ride anything relatively powerful and it could land you in a little bit of trouble, but motorcycles is very, very easy to land yourself in trouble on motorcycles, probably because performance is so readily available on really budget bikes. So I mean, I've got the ZH2 at the moment in the road mode, and even this is absolutely amazing. It's the mode that I've been using more often recently, and normally I've been using the sport mode just because I like that throttle response that you get in the sport mode, whereas the road mode is a bit more linear. You still get that mid-range punch, but it's nowhere near as harsh. I'll tell you what, let's pop it into the sport mode right now, why not? There we go. So yeah, I don't think I can say that I've never ever had fun on any of the bikes I've owned. And I've owned an absolute, well, I've owned a massive range of motorcycles in the past. But I have to say, I'm most excited and most thrilled about getting on motorcycles that have quite a lot of power. I'm talking getting up towards that 200 horsepower range. I'm curious of riding older leader bikes that maybe don't have as much electronic features or traction control, just to see the difference, because you go and watch Yummy Noob's videos, and recently they've had a Ducati 1098, and from what they say about that bike, it is really difficult to control the power of that bike, but it is completely tech-less, which is a stark contrast to modern leader bikes, modern hyper bikes, they have all these electronic features that limit the power because the computers don't trust you. Yeah, just coming into rush hour now. So yeah, we've got quite a bit of traffic building up. Oh, that's just effortless, man. Just power on tap. It's so nice to have, especially when you're on a lightweight bike. You got power on a lightweight motorcycle. There's nothing like it. And this bike isn't lightweight. That's the crazy thing. It feels super light, but it really isn't. This thing's a true heavyweight, honestly. Oh man, I'm not even 10% throttle and I can already feel that front wheel wanting to come up in second gear. God, it's just insane. But that's the feeling that I enjoy having on a bike. I really do. And I don't think you should limit yourself. If you have an opportunity to buy a leader bike, you should definitely try it out. See how it feels. See if you get addicted to the power like I do. Absolutely love it. Yeah, I am quite a power hungry motorcycle guy, but I can also appreciate smaller bikes for sure. I can still have plenty of fun on smaller bikes, and it depends on the use case as well. If you're just buying a motorcycle for fun and are having a blast on the weekends, then oh dear, gosh, that part of the road was awful. Massive pothole. Yeah, if you're buying a motorcycle just for a blast on the weekends, and you're not looking to commute with it or what have you, then you might as well get yourself something that's a little bit more fun oriented, you know? Get yourself something a little bit more powerful, a little bit more, what's the word? Risque. But if you are commuting and you're looking to buy just a single bike, then you do have to have a bit more consideration about the bike that you're buying. But honestly, I commute with this LH2 all the time and I absolutely love it. Commuting with this thing is an absolute blast. Yeah, one of the best commuter bikes I think I've ever had, for sure. Well, I think it is actually the best commuter bike I've ever had, I think, end of. Yeah, I know that a lot of you in the comments have said before that having big bikes is great, but actually for everyday riding, having a smaller bike can actually be more practical in a way, and you can have a little bit more fun on a smaller motorcycle. But honestly, there are bikes out there that you can do everything with, and you can have loads of power as well. I mean, this bike, for example, is certainly one of those motorcycles. Anyway, guys and gals, I think I'm going to leave the video here because of all the traffic I'm running into right now coming into town. But yeah, make sure to leave us a like, comment and subscribe as mentioned earlier. Follow us on Instagram at Goblin Rides. I haven't posted much on Instagram recently because we've been focusing more on the YouTube content side of things, but now that the autumn's coming along, we should be able to get some nice dusky photos in there for you. But yeah, that'll do for this video, guys and girls. Let us know what you think, let us know what bikes you ride, and maybe what your best experience on a motorcycle has been. Has it been more power, or has it been more of a lightweight, smaller bike experience that you prefer? Let us know in the comments. Alright, guys and gals, it's starting to get dark and cold here, so I'm going to start making my way home. Oh god, loads of traffic. Great. Anyway, wish me luck and I'll catch you all in the next video. Have a good one.